Is there any difference between the eyeshadow palette that costs $5 and the one that costs $50? Have you ever wondered what is the real difference, and do you really need to pay more, or it's just a good chance to save the money and have the nice product? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paulina, and what I want to say is, despite all the shit and hell that is happening in the world, like in our time, and we cannot control this, and at least we can do some makeup and buy some cosmetics, just feel a little bit better. If some makeup and cosmetic is just therapy for you, so we can be friends, subscribe to my channel and let's talk about the eyeshadow. So guys, I have here two examples of different price segment products. This eyeshadow, like this is a palette and it has 12 colors and it costs about 50 euros, maybe 48, 45, depending on the store, on the country. And this big guy, which has 21 different shades, and I bought it recently, a couple months ago, for 5 or 6 euros. And we are surrounded by so many palettes or single color eyeshadows, so it's really hard to decide, do you really need this palette or this color, or at least what do you need? So basically the first reason why the price can be different, it's not applicable only for eyeshadows but many other products, is basically the packaging. And as you see, for example, let's see this cheap one. So it's a clear plastic, yeah, it's only plastic. I cannot say that it feels like and it looks ugly, no. When I saw this palette, I saw the colors I need, so for me it was more important the what is inside, and at the time the packaging was not so big deal for me. But when we take this expensive eyeshadow, like for me $50, it's pricey, you know, but I know the price really worth it, and I am sure that I will use it for a long time and will work for me. So when we take this packaging, it's heavy, it's metal, metallic, and when we open this, it has a mirror. It's full-sized mirror, and I often use this palette because it has a mirror and I can do makeup and I see everything clearly. So the mirror in this packaging is a reasonable amount of the price. Another thing that makes the eyeshadow more expensive is the smell. So this palette smells like a chocolate or vanilla. Yeah, it's like milk chocolate, and it's so often like manufacturers add some flavors in the palette, so when you use it, it's just so nice, you know, it's a good experience, and it reminds me of some time when I was safe and maybe some holidays or winter. And of course there is no smell in this 5 euros palette. And when we look closely, like, it's really hard to see the difference in the palette, because okay, this is brown and this is brown, this is black and this is black, or this is white or beige color and this is beige color, but everything becomes clear when you apply the eyeshadow on the skin. It doesn't matter like on the eyelid or on your skin, on your hand. And what makes the expensive eyeshadow cost more is such thing like pigmentation. Pigmentation is how many like pigment itself the manufacturer added to the product. Yes, so if the pigmentation is high, it means that you need a little bit of product, and you will use it longer, for years, for example, if it's like about the eyeshadow. And if the pigmentation is low, you will have to apply it one layer and then another layer and then maybe another layer, and it means that you will use the product very fast, and maybe it will create some difficulties for you to apply this or to blend it. So for example, I recently did a golden makeup, which I will link somewhere here, and I was using the golden color from this palette. It was no problem, but after that I was using a matte color to blend, like to make the full makeup look, and I saw this this shade was creating a blank spaces. It was not blended so easily. And in this expensive palette, the dark eyeshadows are so pigmented, but at the same time it's more easy to blend them because it's like more silky structure, and in this palette it's more about like a just pressed powder, and it's really not easy to blend it smoothly and to make the smoky eyes or any type of makeup. So you have to like do more movements, you have to do more things to make the makeup happen actually. And with good pigmentation and with this silky structure, it just takes you like a half a minute, and it's not struggles, you know, and you are not cursing the manufacturer. Guys, I will do some swatches for you to understand those. So we can make this, yes, this is matte color, okay? This is matte, it looks like this. And when I touch the skin, basically, you know, this color, it's not so dark as it was in the palette. So it's like more transparent, so I have to build the color one more time. And in this palette, if I like slightly touch the eyeshadow and then want to make it on the skin, I just lightly, you know, do the motion, and I already have this intensity. But with this golden, for example, or even this pink, I didn't have any problem, so the pigment is pretty good. But guys, even if you have this not expensive palette like this, and you can do things, so I just already applied a concealer, or it can be foundation. It's just like a base, so it's not the bold skin, it's not the clear skin, it's a foundation, it's a concealer. So you just have to apply on your eyelid and then apply eyeshadow, and you will see the big difference in this, how the color looks. So this is without concealer, and this is with concealer like a base. So basically, even this not pigmented eyeshadow, you can get a nice result. So with this kind of testing and swatches, I would say that if you need some basic palette which has beige color, like transition color, a good dark like black or brown, it does make sense to pay more and to pay expensive palette. But if you need some new sparkles or new golden, peachy, something like glittery color, it's really not a problem to go and to buy something not expensive, because I swear, like now manufacturers do many good things for not the whole money on the world. And guys, if you need some bright colors like pink one or yellow or golden, which is not basic, which you will not use every day, it's like not a criminal to buy a cheap palette and use this color one time a year and then forget about this. But you really need to have at least one good palette like with basic colors, and it will save your life, it will save your money, and if it has a mirror, it's like super cool. So guys, this was everything I wanted to share with you today. I hope you like this information and you will be able to apply it in your real life situations. So let me know what kind of palettes you have and what kind of colors and textures are your favorite. Let's discuss this, and see you guys in my next video, and wishing you a good day. Bye bye.